समझ गया।
Uh, Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Sandeep Gupta. I am from Clearing Corporation of India, CCIL. We are based out of Mumbai. Today, we'll be presenting, we'll take you through a small presentation on FX retail platform, followed by the demo of the system. And after the demo, we will be taking all your queries, questions, and answers. So this presentation would comprise of these three parts. So let us begin with the FX retail forex trading platform. And this is basically an initiative by RBI, and the system is designed by the ClearCorp Dealing Systems India Limited, which is a subsidiary company of CCIL. So let's have a look at how this particular platform came into existence. Uh, In the year 2019, RBI, in their statement on development and regulatory policies, announced the introduction of a foreign exchange dealing platform for buying and selling of foreign exchange for all the legitimate forex transaction as permitted by RBI to all the categories, whether a business wants to do a forex transaction or the individuals, as per their requirement, they wish to do the transactions. This particular platform was introduced. RBI had received concerns and complaints from many customer segments regarding the non-transparent forex market in India. Especially the pricing was a major issue. The price and the margins which were applied to various customer segments were not fair and transparent. So, taking into cognizance all the factors, RBI asked CCIL to develop and design a trading platform and accordingly, in the year 2019, we have launched a platform by the name FX Retail. So basically, CCIL in any case at present works as an exchange for all the banks in India. So all the transaction or trading platforms for various rupee products, call money, government securities, uh, then repo, uh, foreign exchange, and derivatives are provided by CCIL to all the banks in India. At the same time, the settlement for all these products is also handled by CCIL. So going forward, we have also launched this trading platform for the retail segment in the market. So let's have a quick look at what kind of transactions can be done on this particular platform. So basically, all the exporters who would be selling goods overseas and receiving dollars can sell their dollar to convert to INR. And in case of importers, they'll be buying goods and in order to pay dollar or remit dollar overseas, they need to buy dollar from the bank, and accordingly they will be doing a swift transaction or a remittance abroad to the beneficiary. So various business entities like sole proprietorship, partnership, LLP, companies, NRI, resident individuals can register themselves on this particular platform. And individuals usually they do buy and sell for various purposes, like student remittance, medical treatment abroad, or leisure travel, business travel abroad. So accordingly they may need to buy dollar from the bank for these kind of purposes. And in case if any of your relatives or family member is staying abroad and sending you the remittances from overseas, those remitted amount can be sold on this platform to which we call them as inward remittance, and those can be converted into INR. So this platform can be used across the spectrum and all these entities. So only registration is required, and you need to have a bank account with any of the banks. At present, there are 56 banks in India, out of which all the nationalized bank, private banks, major cooperative banks, and multinational banks all are available on this particular platform. So with whichever bank you have your relationship, you can get yourself registered, and you may start trading on the platform. So, what are the benefits to importers, exporters, and all the other entities on this particular platform? Now, this platform provides full transparency in terms of margins which are applied by the bank. The margins are readily available and visible to all the customers beforehand before placing the orders in the market. Uh, Customers receive transparent and fair pricing because the price discovery happens on the market itself, and the best prices available in the market, one can take advantage of those prices. At the same time, customers may take their view and place orders at a price which they feel they are comfortable buying or selling. So in turn, the biggest benefit which one gets by trading on this particular platform is there is substantial savings in the form of foreign exchange conversion cost. We'll just show you an example that how you are getting benefited if you're directly trading on this particular platform. Here, you also get the benefit that there is a real-time access to interbank retail as well as the wholesale market. So where the USD INR rates are published without any lag, the actual trading rates are available on the platform uh, on which buying and selling is happening in the real terms. The another additional feature is that if you are maintaining your current or savings account with more than one bank, you have the option to add more than one bank. So out of 56 banks, whichever banks you are having your relationship, may it be two, three, four, you have the opportunity to add multiple banks, and in turn compare the margins applied by these banks or the pricing in terms of forward points or swap codes provided by these bank, you can compare, and accordingly you may negotiate with the other banks, or in turn you may take advantage and place your orders based on the finer margins and pricing provided by these banks. So the biggest advantage indirectly in rupee terms, we'll see how. Uh, Customer registration, I'm sure all of you have already done it. So it's a very simple process. As per your bank details, you just have to fill in an application form online on our website, select the bank's name, accept the terms and condition, and submit the registration to the bank. Once you receive the registration, uh, you will receive the login ID and password to log on to this platform. In case there are some discrepancies and bank has rejected your request, in that case, you can rectify the same request and resubmit for approval. Again, once approved, you may start trading on the platform. One only has to ensure that the details which are there as per the entity, in case of a proprietorship, partnership, or a company, are same as per the bank record for a faster approval. So there are some key features. It's a web-based platform. It gives you convenience of doing the trade from your office, laptop, tab, wherever you are. You need not run around or call multiple times to the banks, branches, or the dealing room for getting the rates or placing the orders. The real-time rates are available right in front of you. The login access is a secured login. It gives an two-step authentication process by means of an one-time password or OTP. You also have the direct access to the wholesale interbank USD INR spot market, which is at which the trades are done by the banks. And as we have already covered the multiple relationship bank, the trade sessions at present is from 10 to 2. Prior to COVID, the trading was extended from 8 till 7:30 in the evening. So once we receive the notification, again the timings would change, but presently it is from 10 to 2 for the all the entities in the market. Whosoever is dealing in the forex market, may it be a bank, importer, exporter, anybody, timings are up to 2 only. Uh, Let us have a look at the types of instruments which one can trade on. Instrument is nothing basically, when we say cash, that means if I have the requirement of INR today itself, funds are lying in my EEFC account or remittance has come into the bank, I may go and sell the dollar and convert today itself. So I have traded today, and settlement in my current account will be done by the bank on the very same day. So if you have this kind of a requirement where you need a rupee fund on the same day, you can trade into cash instrument. Likewise, in case of Tom, the trade done today will be settled by the bank on the next working day, and by next working day we mean that it should be a dollar as well as INR working day. No holiday in case of USD or INR both. Uh, Thirdly, it is the spot type of trade wherein we trade today and settlement will happen after 2 working days. Most of the trades in the dollar INR market happens on the spot instrument. But in case if you have specific requirement of a particular date, you may choose to trade on cash basis or Tom basis. Uh, we have also introduced forward contracts uh, on this particular platform last month. So if the entities have requirement of booking forward contracts, up to 13 months forward contracts can be booked on the platform. So booking as well as cancellation of forward contracts is also provided on this platform. So what are the basic requirements to trade on this particular platform? So till now, you are dealing with the banks and you are placing your orders. So for most of the clients, you must be aware that your forex transaction, there are certain limits which are part and parcel of your working capital limits, or if not, then the limits are internally set. Many a times it is known to the customers, and many a times it is also not known to the customer. But at the same time, uh, for trading on this particular platform, many banks, say suppose for example in case of exporters, they are giving a limit to trade on the platform based on the balances available in the EFC account or your diamond dollar account based on your past 3 years FX turnover with them, or also based on ad hoc limits are also provided based on the inward remittance amount received by the customer. In case of importers, uh, against FDs also they are providing limit, again based on FX turnover. LC based limits are also provided on the platform. So you may have to discuss the case subjectively with your bank one time, and accordingly they will be providing the limit to deal on this particular platform. So limits in general for all the businesses are usually there. And in case of non-business entities, the balances availability on your account serves as a limit, which is taken care at the branch level. So limit in any case would always be there, whether you do a online transaction or a offline transaction. Now, in this system, the customer can directly request a bank online for availing a limit or revision in the existing limits. So we'll just come to that while we go through the demo of the system. So next item is the markup or the margin, the most critical aspect. So now again the same concept. Whether you are placing the order through the bank or the treasury or their branch, or whether you are placing the order on this particular platform, a markup or margin will always be applied on each transaction on per dollar basis. So let us have a look at the example. For example, if we are an exporter who's selling $1 in the market, price going on in the market was 75 and the margin applied was a 15 paisa. So net price would be 74 rupees 85 paisa, and this will be the amount which you will be getting in credit in your current account, 74.85. 15 paisa margin will be deducted by the bank. So now here in this case, this margin would be always be displayed on the platform. So customer would always be aware that what margin has been applied to this particular transaction. And in case the margins are changed by the bank, those will again be notified, and those the details are available on the platform. So margins are how banks are applying margin, that that depends on the relationship, the kind of volume you have, the kind of total turnover you have with that particular bank. So margin on a same given day may differ for an individual client to some say SME exporter, and maybe for a large corporate margin would be different. So the pricing is dependent on the bank and the customer and the negotiations between them. Again, in case of an importer, market price for per dollar is 75 rupees and margin is 15 paisa. So in case of a buy, this will be added to your net price, and the actual amount which will be taken from your account to provide you $1 will be 75 rupees and 15 paisa. So these are the two critical checkpoints which are extremely important before you start trading on the platform. So once the customer is approved, they need to ensure that margin and limits are provided for trading. So these are the two activities. Once provided, you are good to go and start trading in the market. So basically, these are our contact details. If you have any query with regards to registration or any other issue related to trading, you can always contact us on these numbers. These are also available on our website homepage. So let's go to the trading platform and let's have a look how we can do the trading. So basically, this is the homepage wherein new customers can register by clicking register here. An application form would be made available. You have to fill in all your details as per the details mentioned in the bank. And after completing the application, the basic details, you have to send the request to the bank for approval. Once approved, you will receive the login ID and password in your registered email ID, which would be required for login into this particular platform. In case if you are registered for quite some time and have not used this particular account, it becomes dormant. So again, there is an option to unlock my account. You can unlock the account, and again the account will get reactivated and you can start using this particular platform. So, in case there are few cases wherein because of certain discrepancy, wrong account number, wrong email ID, or wrong name of the firm is mentioned on the uh, application form, banks sometimes reject the application due to these kind of discrepancies. So those discrepancies with the reason when comes back to you through email, you can check the details, and after correcting the discrepancy, you may resubmit the same application without filling in the entire form. So that option is also available on the homepage. So once you log into the system, you will land up on the main trading area. Uh, this is how it looks like. So on top right hand side corner, you will see your login name, and there are few other options. Your customer ID would also be displayed here, and there is this down arrow provided here for changing the password, etc. On this particular my profile, you can click, and uh, there is one option provided apart from your personal info, login info, and password changing option. There are some preferences provided. So I'll just quickly take you through that. The primary bank which you have chosen would be appearing here. Default instrument code you can select if you are an exporter but always want to do a trade in cash, so you may select it in cash. Although even if these preferences are not set, these can be changed on the main screen without any hassle. So if you find this bit complicated, you need not be worried at all. But these are the preferences. If you want to change at any point in time, you can change and save it for default screen setup kind of a thing. So this can be changed at any number of times. So, and in case if you wish to restore, you can restore the defaults. So this is just a basic information. The actual screen can be all the options can be chosen from the screen directly. So now coming back to the main screen, this is basically divided into four parts. So we'll start off with the left hand side first. Uh, there is one important piece of information which I would like to share, that all the customers who are registered and prior to 21st of September, and they have not traded for some time. So one option was to retrieve your password by unlocking your ID, and second thing is just once the moment you log into the system, there is one terms and condition. Since we have introduced the booking and cancellation of forward contracts, so we have modified our terms and conditions. So customer need to accept the terms and condition before starting the trading on this particular platform. So this is a very small exercise, but this is very critical. Without this, you won't be able to place any orders, especially customers who have not accepted it after 21st of September or logging in first time after 21st of September. So there is this arrow on the top left hand side corner. Just click on this. The menu option will open. Under the last menu option settings, there is a second option by the name terms and conditions view. You just click on that, and on this you will see the clear cop entry as the first. On the extreme right hand side, if you just see there are three dots available, you just click on three dots. You will get the option. Since this particular user has already accepted, so you will receive an option to agree. Once you click on that, will be a dialog box open, which will carry the uh, a checkbox to check the terms and condition and read the terms and condition if you want. So bank's terms and condition as well as ClearCorp's terms and conditions are provided there. You just have to accept it. So this is the simple process where you have to do it. Customers who have not logged in after 21st of September. So once you have accepted the terms and condition, you can come back to the main screen. Now, as I was saying that this screen is divided into four parts. So there are two basic requirements. Let's have a look at what are those two basic requirements. First one is the margin or the markup. So in the middle part of the screen on your right hand side, there is this tab by the name markup. Here, I have added three banks: HDFC Bank, ICICI Bank, and State Bank of India. So my primary bank was HDFC Bank. So I can see that all three banks have given the margins. So you will clearly see that what kind of markup is provided by the bank. So in case of HDFC Bank, they have applied a margin of 10 paisa. ICICI Bank is giving 20 paisa, and some other bank may give 25 paisa. These are for example purpose. On the real time in your ID, you will see that whichever bank you have chosen, what margin they are charging you on your per dollar trade. So this margin is clearly always available here, and the margin can be negotiated, and you can, if you have added more than one bank, you can compare and start proceeding with the bank which gives you a lesser margin. So this gives a higher negotiation power to the customer. So now we see that margins are provided. The second important part is limit. So if once markup is there, this is a done item. We'll go to the menu options. Under the bank relationships, there are two options. One is to add a bank, and then there is the another trading limit request. So we'll go to a trading limit request. So first time when you are logging in, after the approval by the bank, you will see you will have to seek the limit from the bank. So you will click on the limit trading limit request. There are few types of limits provided by the bank. They may only give you a buy side limit if you are an importer. They may give you a sell side limit only if you are an exporter. If you are into both sides of trade, they may give you a gross limit. So depending on the nature and requirement of your trade, the bank may give you the limit. So if you are only exporter, you may only go ahead and ask for a sell side limit. So you have to just mention the limit amount. Say suppose you have received a inward remittance of $5 lakh in your EFC account or ad hoc basis. You just mention 5 lakhs. In case if it is an EEFC account, you can mention that our EEFC account number is so and so. So your dollar EEFC account number can be mentioned here for the reference purpose, and you just will have to save. Now, since this particular user has already been provided the limit, so this system will not allow me. But in case if there are no limits in your user ID, the request would be saved and will be sent to the bank. In this case, it is saying that active limit is already available. So I have not consumed it. So I have the trading limit available with me. But in your case, once you submit this, the request will go on a real time basis. The same system is available with the bank treasury. They will get notified that the limit request is uh, received from so and so customer, and they will action accordingly and approve the limits. So once the limit is approved, it will start appearing in this particular box. There is one text here mentioned as limit available. So whatever amount of limit which is provided by the bank will start appearing once the bank is approved the limit. So these are the two things, the margin and the limits. These are the two prerequisites which are mandatorily required before you start trading on this particular platform. We'll also see this option add and withdraw bank. So primarily when you have registered with one bank. Now subsequently you feel that you have more than one or two current account with different banks. You can go ahead and add any additional bank here. Again, as I've informed, there are 56 banks available. So whichever bank you are having account with, most likely it will have the uh, relationship available on the platform. Suppose next I'll go on click and add bank. I'll just input the name of the bank. I say suppose I want to add the Punjab National Bank or Canara Bank or any other bank where I am maintaining my account. So whichever city you have, the list of all the branches is also available. Uh, Select your city and the branch. Mention your bank account number with the second bank which you want, uh, where the you want your bank to settle your INR part, the rupee part, the current account or the savings account. You mention that. And in case of trading branch, you can always check on the I don't know box, because trading branch will be decided by the bank that from which bank they want to service your account. So there are again terms and condition of bank as well as ClearCorp, and you'll have to save. Once it is saved, the details you have filled at the time of registration uh, would go as it is, along with this bank account number and details. So the request will be pending till the time bank has approved it. So once the bank approves you on the platform, you will start appearing in the green list as a bank would start appearing on the home screen as a added bank. If you have not added and you are comfortable with the single bank, only single bank will appear on the main screen. So once approved, the name of the bank will start appearing in this particular list here in the middle of the screen, or in the markup screen. Everywhere you will see more than one bank, whichever you have added. Or if you have not added, you are only comfortable with one bank, only one bank name will appear here. So after the limit and markup, uh, we are back on the screen. On the left hand side, you will see the colorful screen, the colorful part. This is what we call as the market watch, and this has got couple of windows. So first one is the interbank spot window. This is nothing but basically the prices of the trades happening in the in between the banks. These are only for the reference purpose. You can see that this is the wholesale market where the trading is happening between the banks, like SBI versus HDFC or HDFC versus PNB. The treasuries are trading, and these are the rates at which they are trading. Here you will see that the trading happens in the bulk amount in million terms. So these are the indicative rate where we say that where the interbank market is moving. So this is basically nothing but the wholesale market. You cannot do trade on these rates directly, but these are for reference purpose. And on the left hand side, if you'll see, this is the spot window. Spot is basically nothing. You the date indicates that the in case of an exporter, when you're selling dollar, the settlement in current account, the conversion will happen on this particular day. So like next working day, I mean spot date is 13. So system will give you a date on which the settlement will be done by the bank. So this is the first instrument which is mostly traded in the forex market. It is the spot instrument, and you have both the option. The red is indicated as sell and blue is indicated for buy. Now in this particular screen, there are the best rates available. Suppose there is a customer who's online and who has placed a request to buy dollar at 73.1975. So this is, there are many customers at a given point in time in the market, but this price which is shown in this particular window is the best price from among all the orders. So if you just want to see that what all the orders others are placing or what is the action going on in the market, on the right hand side there is market depth here. So you will see that some customers are buying like 73.1975. This person or this order is at this price for this much of the quantity. So this was the best price which is directly provided to you in this particular window. The other prices are lower than these prices. uh, Lower than these prices. So all the trades are shown based on the prices and the quantity available. So this is the market depth for the retail market, we can say. If you want to see what is happening in case of banks, there is another option, IB spot, which is interbank spot. If you want to see both at the same time, you can click on both, and both the markets, wholesale as well as the retail side, will be shown to you at what all orders at what rates are going on in the market. These are for reference purpose. Any case, the best rate is already displayed in this particular red box. So now let's see how to place an order. Suppose I am an exporter. I have dollar in my EFC account against which bank has already given me a limit. Limit is appearing here shown as limit available, and markup has already been given. Now I want to do a trade, and I am comfortable with the settlement date after 2 days, and the date of settlement shown by the system is 13th of October. So if I'll sell dollar today, on 13th I will be receiving a rupee in my current account. So I'll click on use sell. The moment I'll click it, the order form will get highlighted. This bottom screen is order form. Since I have clicked on this spot itself, so I directly the best buyer to whom I can sell the dollar will the rate along with that rate the order form will get filled up. Here I can input the amount of dollar I want to sell. Say suppose if I have got some odd amount of dollar inward remittance received 35,125. Price I've already chosen the best price, that is 73.1975. Limit availability is already showing me. At the bottom of this particular form, there is a remarks window wherein you can mention USD sell from EFC account or any remarks which you want. You want the information to go to your bank, you can mention. If you want to mention some inward reference number, so inward remittance reference number can also be mentioned. So this information which will add here, this will go to your bank readily. Even if you do not mention anything, bank knows your customer details, your current account number and all other details. So this is not a mandatory field. If you wish, you may provide the additional information to the bank. Now in this order form, since I have already selected the spot, it is showing me a spot. Then order type is IOC. IOC stands for immediate or cancel. That means since there is a buyer in the market at this point in time, this will be either immediately traded or my order will get cancelled. So I will get to know the moment I'll say sell, I will get to know whether my dollar is sold or not sold. So I'll say sell. And red is indicated for sell. So exporters will always be on the sell side and importers will be buying. So it would be a buy trade. So the moment I will say sell, I will receive a pre-order confirmation. I will get the price and the amount which I am selling, and basis is spot. So I'll say submit. The moment I'll say submit, I will get the three notifications on right hand side. One is order acceptance and other one will be the trade acceptance. So the orange notification which says trade acceptance, that means my dollar has already been sold. Since there was a buyer, it got immediately sold. Now, just next to this order form, there is a tab called as trades, just next to the pending orders. Under the trades, I will see that just now I have sold $35,125 at the rate of 73,1975. This is the order which got traded in the market, and I can see it under the list of trades. On the extreme left hand side, there is a small icon which is known as deal ticket. I can click on that to view the details of the deal which I have done. So this will show my name. with which I am registered, or my name of my firm, or if I'm an individual, then my name, trade number, instrument is spot. I have done a sell. I have sold $35,125. Price applied is this. INR value is this. Now again, markup or the margin is 6 paisa charged by ICICI Bank on this particular trade. So net price is 73,1375. 6 paisa is deducted, and net trade value, this much of the amount I will be receiving in my current account after conversion. On settlement date, that means on 13th of October, this much of the accounting entry on the credit side I will receive in my bank account. And whatever remarks you had mentioned, you will receive uh, printed on this particular deal ticket also. This deal ticket can be become a part of your documentation. This can be printed and kept for your record, as well as kept downloaded and uh, kept in the form of the soft copy. Now, the moment this trade is executed, like we are seeing the trade on the screen, your bank will also get to see the status on a immediate basis, on a real time basis. The moment the trade is done, it is shown to you as well as shown to the bank. So both sides it is readily available. And for each trade confirmation, you will be receiving one SMS saying that this much of with some trade details saying that this much of the amount of dollar has been bought or sold on the platform. So once the trade is done, you need not run around or inform the bank or anything. You can just submit the document if they require the deal ticket, or just mention the trade number for the reference. All the details are on a real time basis on the other side is available to your bank. So this is how we have sold the dollar. Now let's have a look at the example. Similar way, if you are an importer, you want to buy dollar, you will go to the spot window. Again, you will say you buy. This is the uh, best price available. If you see the market depth, 73 2125 is the price somebody is selling, and this much of the quantity at this rate somebody is selling. So you can just click here. You are comfortable with this rate. Order form will change. The color has changed to blue, indicated for buy. Trade type is again spot. Settlement will happen after 2 days, or the date indicated in the spot window. Again, this is also immediate or cancel. Rate as you have selected, and the quantity you can type as per your need. Remarks field, if you want, you can uh, mention the LC payment or any other reference you want your bank to know. You need not mention the name of the entity here, because bank already knows who has traded. This is LC payment or outward remittance, or in case if you are buying for travel card, you can mention this for multi-currency card, or if you have the card number, if you want to reload the card, all kinds of information you can provide. Or if even if you don't provide, the rest of the process will take care of it. So this is not a mandatory field, but just for the reference, if you want, you can mention the details. We'll say okay, and we'll say buy. I'll get a pre-order confirmation. Submit. Again, I'll get the order and trade confirmation. I'll get the SMS alert. Bank will automatically get notified. If required, you may generate the deal ticket for your record, as well as for audit or reconciliation or bank record for the documentation purpose. So this is basically a very simple system for buying and selling. So we have seen the buying and selling in case of spot, wherein the date is mentioned here. Now, if you are an exporter and if you want to convert your dollar today itself, so till, for example, today the market was open from 10 to 2, but for cash instrument, banks reduce the time by half an hour. So for same day conversion, the timings are up to 1:30, half an hour prior to the market close. So this will also be indicated on top of it, that if all these indicators are green, all the instruments are available. If these indicators are showing as red, that means that particular time for that particular instrument is it is closed for the particular day for trading. So same case in 8, and if I want to convert, if I want to sell, I will get my INR rupee in my current account on 8. So some bank may do by 3 p.m., some may do by 4, some may do by 1. So that depends on slight variation in timing. Settlement timing may happen based on bank to bank. You will have to check with your particular bank. So again, cash is like you sell. It is written red is for sell. Exporter will be selling on cash basis. Again, if I'll click here, order form will populate. This was the best rate which was already indicated here. That will automatically get pre-filled. You just need to change the order quantity. This order quantity every time it is appearing as 25,000 because under the preference there is this flower icon here in the order form. It is called as order preference. I can keep it as 0 also. So every time when I'll place the order, system will not show me, or I can keep it as 1. System will not show me the different amount. It will always come with the $1 or something. So that ways I can change the amount of dollar which I want to buy or sell. Any odd amount I can input. Any a small amount from 0.01 cents I can input. Maximum for a single order is uh, so minimum is 0.01 cent, and maximum for a single order is 5 million you can input in this particular form. So amount you can mention as per your requirement. So if you want to convert it on the same day, we'll do a sell, confirm. My order is uh, accepted and it is traded in the market. Now this was a buy transaction. Likewise, I mean, sorry, I'm so sorry. This is a sell transaction. If you want to buy, you can click on the blue button, the best rate available in the market. This is the simplest way. Similar way, if you want a conversion on the next day, if you're selling dollar and if you have a remittance or a SWIFT request for a next day, date is indicated against the instrument itself. So there is no confusion as such. So on 9th, I will, if I'm importer and buying dollar, and tomorrow if I have to remit to some party overseas, so on 9th, dollar will be received by the bank and SWIFT will be sent by the bank. So if I want to buy on a Tom basis, so I can use this you buy blue button and I can place my order. So I can change the amount here as per my requirement, and the price is already shown here as the best price. Now, here in this case, when you do a spot trade, the price is since spot is the market where all the 95% of the, or maybe more than 95% of the trades happen on the spot basis. But in case if you are doing it on cash and Tom basis, there will be some swap points which are deducted by the bank. So the breakup of the price will be shown here. But this is purely cash and Tom are based on your requirement कि आपको किस डेट के ऊपर वो अमाउंट का ट्रांजेक्शन चाहिए, आपको आईएनआर किस दिन चाहिए या आपको डॉलर किस दिन चाहिए. सो दिस इज व्हाट बेसिकली इट इंडिकेट्स. सो कैश एंड टॉम एंड स्पॉट डज नॉट हैव एनीथिंग different. It is only thing is that when is your requirement for dollar or requirement for INR funds. So in case if you are doing it on a Tom basis, same process, you'll have to buy and submit. This is one way to place the order, the simplest and easiest way, and most of the customers probably would be doing placing orders in this fashion. Now, there is another scenario wherein this was I'm taking advantage of the best of the rates available in the retail market. But now, since we have brought in this platform, and RBI has been insisting that customers should get the best of the rates, and in fact, either the interbank spot rate or uh, the exact interbank rate. How is it possible? So there is another feature available in this particular platform wherein one you can take your own view and place the order at whichever rate you want, wait for the market. So suppose at 10:30 you feel that this rate where I'm buying is 73 21 25, but I want to buy it at say 73 10 or 73. I can place my order, say suppose 50,000 on spot basis. I want to buy. I will change the options manually in the order form itself. I'll say spot. Now here I'm choosing day order. Why? Because I'm taking the view. I don't know, that may come. There is volatility in the market that may come at 11, that may come at 11:30, it may come at 12, it may not come at all. But I am taking a view and guess in the market, and I want to buy dollar only at 73. I do not wish to pay more. So I can keep this order pending in the market for the entire day. So I will just say buy. Now in this case, I will not get the trade confirmation. I will only get order confirmation that my order is gone in the market and it is sitting in the market and waiting for some seller. If they are also ready or the market moves downwards and some seller is available at this rate, then this particular order will match and convert to trade. Otherwise, this will start appearing in the pending order window. Now this order will be there till the entire trading session. In case after 2 hours, 1 hour, 3 hours, if you feel that you are not getting the kind of rate, and but still you have the requirement today itself, you want to do this trade, you can modify this trade. So there is this pencil icon. You can click on that and you can modify the price. So either you take the price which is available in the spot, and the moment I'll say modify, it will go and get traded since there was a seller available. Two, if not, if I do not wish to pursue with this order at all, I can, from the pending order itself, I can delete this order, that I do not wish to continue with this order. I will place some other order at some other point in time. Third option is how to avail the interbank spot rate. Now, since this is a wholesale market, so these prices which are shown here are taken from one of our another system which is given to the bank treasury and bank dealers. It is by the name of FX Clear, where the trading is happening in the bulk quantities, and these are the prices are taken from uh, that particular trading platform and shown to the customer for reference purpose. Now, there is the opportunity for uh, importers, exporters, and large corporates also to, if they have one, there is a straight condition. If your order size is uh, $5 lakh, that is half million, you can directly quote this particular rate. So the half million is the minimum lot size which can be traded in the wholesale market. In fact, on the FX Clear system, which is interbank trading system. So half million minimum size will go into the interbank and get traded. So this is the direct advantage that you are getting the interbank rate. This is one of the option. Second, since all the orders cannot be of 5 million, so there is another feature. Say suppose in pan India basis there are 5 customers who wanted to trade at this particular rate. They wanted to sell at this rate. So they can select this rate, and assuming that all of the 5 customers have inputted this rate and $1 lakh to be sold. Uh, if the rate is same and minimum 5 lakhs is can be clubbed up, and that particular all the 5 customers will get the advantage, and that all those 5 trades will be traded at the interbank rate. So this feature is also there. So if you have taken a view and placed this order under the day option, so there is a chance that you will get the interbank rate for your particular trade. So interbank rate can also be uh, accessed by on this particular platform. So this is the advantage over and above the retail market segment also. So these are the basically three mostly traded instrument, which is cash, term, and spot on this platform. Now the next thing which we have introduced is the uh, forward contracts. Yeah, somebody is asking, you can directly place an order for 500,000. Yes, you can place the order at interbank rates and it will be traded in the interbank segment and not in the retail segment. That is possible, sir. So after beyond the cash, term, and spot, which makes the most of the market, if you have the requirement to book the forward contracts, uh, again the process remains the same. Bank will have to categorically provide you the limit for booking forward contracts with that particular bank. That how the limit will be processed is subject to the bank's internal processes and policies. So you'll have to discuss with your bank for obtaining limit in terms of forward contracts. So up to 13 months forward contracts are available. By default, the month-end forward contracts, which are more popular, are directly available. But now, since when you are an importer or exporter, all the payments do not always come at the end of the month. So we need to have the broken dates or the dates of our choice uh, to trade into forwards. So on the right-hand side, there is this calendar icon provided. You can click on that. Select the date for which you wish to book the forward contract. The day has to be a working day for dollar and INR, and we will add that particular date or the instrument for forward contract. So I have chosen 20th November. So 20th November, I can see the price for the buy and sell. These prices are arrived uh, based on the
Hello.
swap points or the
चल तो रहा है
forward points
लेकिन
provided by the bank. So again, if you have selected one bank or if you have selected more than one bank, the on the right hand side there is the tab called as bank comparative quotes. You can expand this view. Here we can see the rates in two ways. One, only in terms of the forward points, and second is actually in real price terms. You can see that which bank is quoting what price for the particular month and dates, and based on these rates, the broken date rates are derived. So the mathematics behind this remains the same whether you approach the bank or you come to the platform. So since I have chosen 20th November, the rate is calculated by system and shown in the instrument side itself. So we can compare the rates provided by the bank and we can do the trading. The rest of the process for placing an order remains the same. If I want to book a 20th November forward for sell, I can just click on the instrument after selecting the date. Here we'll see the instrument selected is forward. Since this is a order available in the market, it will be IOC. Amount I can say $1 lakh. Amount I will always have to change. Price as selected by you from the market. Equivalent spot price is this, and the applied swap point or the forward point is also shown as a breakup. Now here in the remarks, you can just mention against some invoice number you are booking this forward, or this is anticipated exposure or contracted exposure, past performance, whatever you usually provide the information to the bank, you can just mention here in the remarks. And I will say sell and submit. So now again the forward contract, since it is traded, it would be available under the trades window. I can again generate the deal ticket, and this can be part of my reconciliation or bank submission. So you can generate the deal ticket and you can see the details. Same ways, when we have booked this contract, this there is a tab called as outstanding trade. and I just wish to see that how many forwards are outstanding or how many forwards I have booked. So I have just now booked a forward for $1 lakh for 28th November. I wish to cancel this particular uh, forward which I have booked today. Say suppose I have booked it for a month, and after 15 days I wish to cancel this because of some reason. There is option to cancel this particular forward. I'll just tick in the checkbox, and there is this button to cancel the contract. So the moment I'll click cancel contract, the order form will get automatically filled up. It will give me the details of the pricing, and I will have to buy. Since this was a sell side forward contract, the cancellation will happen in the opposite side. At this point in time, there are no trades. None of the customers are selling, so this order will be there in the market. So there is a possibility that during the course of time, some other customer will hit this particular order, or maybe your bank can also hit this particular order. So these are the various instruments up to 13 months forward. Same way you can choose a broken date by selecting the calendar as per the requirement. You can select the date. If the swap points are provided, you can do a buy or a sell. You can book the forward as well as you can cancel the forward. And from the pending orders, if you do not wish to pursue, you can delete, you can modify. All the other options remains the same. Now, after the trading, uh, after few trades, your limits may get exhausted, and you need to request for a revision in the limit. So there is another option on the platform itself by the name of limits. You can check the existing limits what is available. In case if the limit is exhausted, or second or third or subsequent limit request, you can make from here. If you have more than one bank, select the name of the bank, and there is a button on at the bottom of the screen which says the change request. You can request the bank uh, for a new limit, and limit you may select the instrument for which you wish to avail the limit. You may request for spot, tom, or cash, or only forwards, or you may ask for a limit up to spot and forward, or you may request a common limit across all the instruments. So that depends. After maybe one or two trading sessions, you will get to know that which instrument is suitable to you, and accordingly you can request for additional limit from the bank. So once you can also see here the currently allocated limit, how much limit is utilized against the limit allocated by the bank, and if it is exhausted, you are requesting for the fresh limit. Now, since this user already has got limit, I may not be able to request for additional limits until the time I exhaust the limit. So once we'll save, the request will reach your bank, and your bank will approve the limits for trading. So this is for enhancing your or requesting for replenishment of limits. Once approved, the limit will start appearing in this particular box. So far as trades are concerned, the list of trades is available. This can be downloaded into Excel format for your reference and record purpose. So this is broadly the various options for trading on this particular platform. The most used options are Tom, Cash, and Spot. Just be careful about the date on which you want to buy or sell the dollar, and you can do the trading. It's a very, very simple platform. Apart from this, under the menu, there are couple of options available for generating the historical reports for the trades done by you during a period. In case of companies, there you may delegate the trading platform to various users. So you may create more than one user in the organization if you require. And there are some general reports like market movement, markup report, if you wish to see that what markup is provided by the bank. So if there are more than one user, you can take out the turnover user wise, and there is this report which can be used in case of forwards, trades to be settled report, which will give you the details about the outstanding trades or the outstanding portfolio. So this can be generated for forwards only, or also you just need to change it for all the instruments. So if I just want to check up to 30th November what my outstanding portfolio looks like, so it will give me buy as well as the sell. So this is a handy tool available for maybe reconciliation and for your record also. So you can always cross check this with your bank that what all forwards you have booked, and information is readily available for utilization or the cancellation as the case may be. So broadly, we have covered all the features and options on this particular platform. So we'll open the forum for questions. If you have any, you may please go ahead and ask the questions one by one. I'll again share the contact numbers and support email IDs in case if you wish to connect with us.
हाँ 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 या
अब इसमें तो हम ऐड कर सकते हैं, दूसरा बैंक भी हो सकता है।
या
हाँ, वो भी ऐड हो जाएगा।
धीरज वो उसका क्या हुआ उजाला वाले का? हाँ हाँ वही मैंने आपको बोला था ना, वो नहीं कर पाया, उसी पे रहता है।
हेलो,
जो उसका
So these
नंबर
are our contact details.
उधर से कुछ देना है।
If you wish, if you have any further queries, you may always contact us for assistance while trading or otherwise.
सर ये कि ऑर्डर आपने एक बार कंफर्म कर दिया, कैंसिल भी है, रिजेक्ट भी है, वो सब हेलो, कैन आई स्पीक टू सर?
Yeah, sure, sure.
के लिए सबसे पहले है कि लिमिट हमारी बात हो, मार्जिन क्या लगाए, ये लिमिट जो
अरे तो फोन कर, वो उसका तो करना बेकार ही होता है, वो रिस्पॉन्स नहीं देता। हाँ जी कर दूँ।
लिमिट जो एक्सक्यूज मी सर,
या बोलिए ना सर, बोलिए।
मैं कह रहा था ये लिमिट जो है हम सेट कर लेंगे, तो लिमिट कितने तक की होगी? मतलब हमें ये पहले से पता करना होगा कि 10 लाख यूएसडी की या 15 लाख यूएसडी की या 50 लाख यूएसडी की कर लेंगे।
जी, आपका अगर ऑलरेडी फंड्स, सपोज फॉर एग्जांपल मैं बोलता हूँ, आप ईएससी अकाउंट में 10 लाख का बैलेंस है, आप के अगेंस्ट में लिमिट रिक्वेस्ट कर सकते हैं। बैंक आपको एक पूरे अमाउंट,
हाँ,
एंड डिपेंडिंग कि आपका नेचर ऑफ ट्रेड कैसा है,
ठीक है, ठीक
सपोज
जैसे मैं हमारा जो है
पैटर्न कि आप इसी तरह के ट्रेडिंग करेंगे, तो accordingly वो आपको लिमिट दे देंगे, और जब जब आपकी लिमिट एग्जॉस्ट होती है, देयर इज दिस मैकेनिज्म टू
हाँ हाँ हाँ
जैसे मेरा एक्सपोर्ट का काम है, एलसी के अगेंस्ट पैसे आते हैं, जो मतलब यूएसडी आता है, ईएफसी
हाँ हाँ, वो सर आपको इन्फॉर्मेशन तो बैंक देता है कि आप आगे है, तो
ठीक है।
बेस्ड ऑन दैट इन्फॉर्मेशन आप वो लिमिट अवेल कर सकते हैं टू सेल द डॉलर। जब आपका इनवर्ट रेमिटेंस आता है तो आप सेल कर सकते हैं।
तो हमारे जो रेमिटेंस आते हैं, मतलब मान लीजिए कि कभी-कभी
Mix combined.
अब मत करो ना, अब म्यूट मत करो, अब अनम्यूट करो। Ask your question.
नंबर है ये
सही क्लियर नहीं होता है।
से आपको आपके बैंक से इंफॉर्मेशन मिलती है इन्वर्टर के लिए,
लग जाता है जैसा भी वो लगता
आप लिमिट के लिए आपके ब्रांच के रिक्वेस्ट कर सकते हैं।
ये क्या
वो प्रोसेस सेट हो जाएगा आपके बैंक ब्रांच में, आप ये आप ऑनलाइन कर पाएंगे। आई थिंक इट इज अ स्मूथ एंड इजी प्रोसेस, सो यू कैन डू इट। रेफरेंस इफ यू जस्ट वांट टू सी कि मिलेगा, वो एक
अच्छा है मेरी नहीं वो है जो कल लाइब्रेरी पैकेट पड़ा है
कर में
That's a very bad habit.
So now let's have a look how you can take advantage or benefit of
ऐसे बिग डील है यार
So on any given day, अगर आप के रेट से प्लेटफॉर्म के रेट्स को कंपेयर करते हैं, तो यू विल सी दैट $1 lakh पे अगर 30 पैसा डिफरेंस है, 50 पैसा डिफरेंस है, एंड डिफरेंस कैन बी up to 2 rupees also on any given day. Nowadays, the rates are readily available on the websites of all the banks. So you will see that for each trade up to 1 lakh 30 paisa के difference से there is a straight savings of 30,000. And if I am saying 2 rupees, so you can very well see 1 lakh to 2 lakh per trade you can save if you are trading on this platform. Translate it into million. If your company is having a good turnover, each trade you can save money. Now have a look in case of monthly and annual terms. The amount of money on which translates into INR terms is huge. And this is for the understanding purpose. If you'll see and compare the rates which were going on in today's market versus the rates available on the platform, you'll get the idea what I'm talking about. I'll just share this. So this is the real market screenshots I've taken for today. The spot is 13th. And if you'll see the price at which you can sell dollar here is 73.2025. And if you'll compare the rate provided by bank on their website in the name of card rates, you will find that these are the rates. So if I want to sell it to the bank, I can sell it at 70 to 19. So if you'll compare this with the rates provided on the platform, I have already done some mathematics. If you'll see, 73.24 is the rate available in the retail market on FX retail. And against this 72.19 is the rate quoted by the bank. So there is a difference of 1 rupee 5 paisa per dollar. Now if you'll multiply this in whatever notional amount of dollar you are buying or selling, you'll see that there is a huge difference. This is for today. For maybe 2 or 3 days, if you'll compare, you'll get to see that per trade the difference if being traded on FX retail and traded directly through a bank can be huge. It is like from a 30 paisa range to it goes up to 2 rupees on any given day. So again, on the same side, if you'll see the buy rates on FX retail versus the rates provided on the platform, there was a difference of 1 rupees 21 paisa today. So this is the amount of money you will be saving per dollar while doing the trading on this platform. So this is the biggest, you can say advantage of using this particular platform. And if you just multiply the turnover you are doing with the bank with average of 1 rupee also or maybe lesser, you will see there is a huge savings in the INR terms or the cost terms. So this is the biggest advantage of this particular platform, and because of all these reasons, RBI has introduced this particular platform in the market. So there are definitely huge savings here if you are trading on this platform. So unmute. If you have any more questions, please ask us.
My question is कि हमारा और इनवॉइस वाइज क्या नाम है यूएसडी आता है बाहर से एक्चुअली मैं एक्सपोर्टर हूँ जो है तो
हाँ।
उस दौरान में कैसे लिमिट जो है सेट करूंगा जो है बैंक में जाके या बोलूंगा जो है हर महीने मान लीजिए लिमिट वाइज जनरेट होती है 1.5 लाख कभी 2.5 लाख यूएसडी ऐसे आता है पैसा
जी हाँ जी हाँ। देखिए
तो
आपको जिस दिन
होता क्या है कि
information
बैंक में होता क्या कि 30 डेज या 45 डेज का मतलब होता है कि आप ब्रेक कर सकते हैं उस पैसे को मतलब रख सकते हैं कि हाँ रेट ऊपर नीचे जो भी होगा उस हिसाब से हम उसकी बात से
आपका कौन सा बैंक है सर आपका?
पहले ओबीसी था अब उसको पीएनबी बोल दिया है पीएनबी बैंक
पीएनबी। तो आपने उनके साथ में ईएफसी अकाउंट खोला है? आप डॉलर कहाँ पार्क करते हैं?
डॉलर हमारा उसी बैंक में है ओरिएंटल बैंक ऑफ कॉमर्स में ही है
अच्छा, नहीं तो आप एक काम और कर सकते हैं, आप एक ईएफसी अकाउंट भी खोल सकते हैं और ईएफसी अकाउंट में आपका जो भी डॉलर बैलेंस रहेगा उसके अगेंस्ट में आप लिमिट ले सकते हैं बैंक से एंड फॉर 30 डेज आप वेट करके आप अपने हिसाब से डॉलर बाय या सेल कर सकते हैं। तो जहां तक लिमिट की बात है, आपकी जो भी ब्रांच है या ट्रेड फाइनेंस सेंटर है जहां से आप डील करते हैं, आप उनको इन्फॉर्म कर सकते हैं कि इस पर्टिकुलर ईईएफसी अकाउंट में मेरा $2.5 लाख बैलेंस है, इसके अगेंस्ट में मुझे एफएक्स रिटेल पे 2.5 लाख तक की लिमिट दे दी जाए। अभी 2.5 लाख की लिमिट देने के बाद आप उनसे हो सकता है वैलिडिटी जितने दिन की वो आपसे चाहते हैं कि उतने दिन तक आप डॉलर रख सकते हैं, उतने दिन की वैलिडिटी के साथ लिमिट डिमांड कर सकते हैं और उस सपोज 30 डेज के पीरियड में आप अपना व्यू लेके पार्ट्स में भी सेल कर सकते हैं डॉलर या आप वन शॉट भी आप सेल कर सकते हैं।
30 डेज में तो ऑटोमेटिक कन्वर्ट कर देते हैं तो जो आपने
आप उनको अगर बोलेंगे, आप अगर उन्हें बता के रखेंगे बिफोर हैंड तो वो आपका इस तरीके से भी ट्रांजेक्शन करेंगे। एंड इफ इट इज अ रूटीन ट्रांजेक्शन आपका एवरी मंथ होता ही है, वन टाइम ये आप बता सकते हैं कि एवरी टाइम मेरा ईएफसी में अकाउंट में आप पैसा पार्क कीजिए और उसके अगेंस्ट में मुझे पूरे अमाउंट की लिमिट दीजिए 30 डेज की या जो भी आपका टाइम पीरियड है। एंड उन 30 डेज में आप एक साथ बेचें डॉलर या आप रिटेल पे 50 हजार करके 2.5 लाख को 5 बार में बेचें, दैट इज योर चॉइस। वो आप ऑप्शन ले सकते हैं।
अच्छा और ये टाइमिंग क्या है इसकी 13 मंथ्स कितना बता रहे थे?
फॉरवर्ड कवर बुक करने के लिए सर 13 मंथ्स फॉरवर्ड अभी अवेलेबल है यहाँ पे।
अच्छा चलिए ठीक है
जी, वो तो वेरी इजी है जो आप बोल रहे हैं, वो इट इज पॉसिबल, इट कैन बी डन।
लेकिन चक्कर क्या होता है हमारी इनवॉइस वाइज पैसे आ रहे हैं आज 15 दिन बाद जो है 15 दिन पहले हमारा 1 लाख यूएसडी है 15 दिन बाद हमारा 1.5 लाख यूएसडी है तो
नहीं, आपको जैसे इंफॉर्मेशन मिलती है आप लिमिट के लिए रिक्वेस्ट कर सकते हैं। आपको जैसे मंडे किसी बैंक ने इन्फॉर्म किया या आपको एसएमएस आया या ईमेल आया कि आपका रेमिटेंस आ गया है, आप अगले दिन बैंक से आपकी लिमिट रिक्वेस्ट कर सकते हैं।
अच्छा
जी, तो ये लिमिट आपको यहाँ दिखेगी, आप उतना अमाउंट आपका 2.5 लाख है 2.5 लाख 5 लाख है 5 लाख, जितना आपका लिमिट है जितना आपका ईएफसी का बैलेंस है उतना आप सेल कर पाएंगे।
वो बैंक के ऊपर डिपेंड करेगा कि कितने की लिमिट देगा।
देखिए सर, ईएफसी में टोटल पैसा आपका है, लिमिट ईएफसी में कोई ऐसा इशू नहीं है, टोटल अमाउंट की लिमिट दी जा सकती है जितना आपका आप पूरा ही सेल करोगे ना। डॉलर नॉर्मल कोर्स में भी मान लीजिए आपके पास 2.5 लाख या 1 लाख या 5 लाख डॉलर है तो आप पूरा ही सेल करते हो ना, तो आप एनीवे सेल तो करते ही हो। बट यहाँ पे ये है कि कंट्रोल आपके पास है कि आप वन टाइम करना चाहते हो, 4 पार्ट्स में करना चाहते हो, 3 पार्ट्स में करना चाहते हो, वो आपकी चॉइस रहेगी।
तो ठीक है लेकिन हम रेट के चक्कर में थोड़ा उसको ब्रेक भी करते हैं ना बीच में। अब 30 डेज के बाद क्या होता है
वो तो आप
हम ये चाहते हैं कि
वो
2
आप हाँ
और बैंक हो,
हाँ
उसके क्या ऑप्शन है?
हाँ, यहाँ पे आपके पास ऑप्शन है कि अगर आपका 2 या 3 बैंक के पास करंट अकाउंट है, रेट तो ये जो दिख रहा है ये बेस्ट है, बैंक से फर्क नहीं पड़ रहा, दिस इज द बेस्ट रेट ऑन दैट पर्टिकुलर डे एंड टाइम। आप इससे भी ऊपर का रेट अगर चाहते हो तो आपका आपका व्यू लेके थोड़ा वेट करना पड़ेगा मार्केट में, आप अपनी चॉइस का रेट डाल सकते हैं एंड यू कैन वेट एंड आपका उसके अकॉर्डिंगली ट्रेड हो सकता है। बट
जो
किसी भी
बैंक
समय पे ये जो रेट्स हैं सर, ये बैंक के रेट से काफी बेटर हैं।
वही वही
ये एफएक्स रिटेल से आपको मैंने अभी कंपैरिजन दिखाया कि कितना फर्क है उसमें और एफएक्स रिटेल में, ऑलमोस्ट 1 से ₹1.25 का तो आज का ही फर्क था। आज 12-1 बजे की बात बता रहा हूँ मैं, मार्केट आवर की।
अब बैंक से मैं पूछता हूँ, कहते हैं ये 74-63 चल रहा है, 73-72 चल रहा है, तो क्या
आप इस पे लॉगिन करके रखिए ना, आपको दिखेगा। आप एक काम और भी कर सकते हैं, अगर आपके पास लिमिट है और आप खुद इस पे बाय या सेल नहीं भी करना चाहते, आप आपके बैंक के डीलर को रिक्वेस्ट कर सकते हैं। आप नंबर लीजिए आपकी ब्रांच से, आप डायरेक्टली आपके बिहाफ पे भी वो यहाँ पे ट्रेड डाल सकता है। तो रेट तो आपको जो दिख रहा है वो उनको दिख रहा है, मतलब अभी इस प्लेटफॉर्म के केस में आपके सामने रेट एकदम क्लियर है, जो आपके सामने वही मार्केट में रेट है, आप ये मान के चलिए।
चलिए सर, थैंक यू
कोई लेट नहीं है, इसमें कोई डिले से लेट अपडेट नहीं हो रहा है, जो एक्चुअल मार्केट चल रहा है वो ये मार्केट आपके सामने है।
नहीं, होता क्या है कि साइट से हम देखते हैं कि मान लीजिए 75 का रेट दिखा रहा है, अब जब बैंक से पूछते हैं तो कहता नहीं 74-60 का दिखा रहा है जी, यही
हाँ, अब उसमें देखिए दो दो चीजें हैं उसमें, एक तो कि कौन सी साइट रेफर की जा रही है, उस पे रेट अपडेशन में थोड़ा टाइम होता है। दूसरी बात, वो इंडिकेटिव रेट्स होते हैं, बहुत बार एवरेज आउट रेट होते हैं, वो एक्चुअल ट्रेडिंग के रेट नहीं होते। जैसे अगर अभी मैं आप उनसे कैजुअली पूछें, मैं आपको इंटरबैंक स्पॉट बता दूंगा, लेकिन आप इंटरबैंक स्पॉट कहीं भी जाएंगे आपको वो ढूंढने से वो रेट कोई भी नहीं देगा, बिकॉज वो इंडिकेटिव रेट है। तो वो इंडिकेटिव रेट भी इस प्लेटफॉर्म पे अवेलेबल है अंडर द इंटरबैंक स्पॉट। बट एक्चुअल रेट वो जो है, ये आप इसको कंपेयर करने का एक सीधा सा तरीका है, आप किसी से बैंक से आप उस टाइम का रेट पूछिए। सपोज आप 13 तारीख को हैं, आपको रेट दिख रहा है रेड बॉक्स में 731975, आप उस टाइम डीलर से रेट पूछिए, आपको पता फर्क दिखेगा कि वो आपको इससे काफी कम रेट दे रहा होगा। दिस इज द एडवांटेज ऑफ दिस प्लेटफॉर्म कि आप डायरेक्टली ट्रेड कर रहे हैं मार्केट में।
अच्छा, ईएफसी अकाउंट जो है हमारा सिर्फ एक ही, मतलब कंपनी के अकाउंट 3-4 है, लेकिन ईएफसी अकाउंट सिर्फ एक बैंक है। तो क्या मैं डिफरेंट बैंकों में ओपन कर सकता हूँ क्या?
सर आपका नहीं, अभी अभी ऐसी फैसिलिटी नहीं है। जिस बैंक में आपका करंट अकाउंट है, जहाँ पे कन्वर्जन होना है, वो आपका उसी बैंक में होना चाहिए जिसके थ्रू आप रजिस्टर्ड हैं एफएक्स रिटेल पे। वो आपके ईएफसी में से डॉलर बेचेगा और आपके करंट अकाउंट में आईएनआर क्रेडिट कर देगा।
ठीक
वो एक ही बैंक में होना जरूरी है सर, अलग अलग बैंक में नहीं हो सकता अभी।
ठीक ठीक सर, थैंक यू
ओके सर।
Can you hear me?
Yes sir, go ahead please.
Yeah, this is Ravindra Bhatt here. Just query. See, I had already
Yeah.
opened this FX retail account with. I'm basically an NRI and have NRE and NRO accounts in India, and I had already
Yes.
opened this account with
Right.
CCIL, and had plans to with my bank and stuff. But the account was opened, but then I decided to back off because the margins, the markup above the interbank rate was not agreed upon with the bank. So those negotiations are still on. So my first
Okay.
question is, how long will this account that has been opened with FX CCIL that will remain? I mean, will it expire or something soon?
Yeah, so there are a couple of things. So one, even if the account expires, if you are not logging in for a pretty long time, then there is the option available on the login page itself to unlock your account. It will get reactivated in an instant. So that is not an hassle at all. Anytime, even if you are not logging in for 3 months and after 3 months you decide to, do trading, you can always unlock and start trading.
Okay, but there are no further charges for unlocking the account or
No,
anything
no.
like that, right? Okay.
No, sir, nothing.
Alright.
That was a one-time registration process which you have already completed. Two,
Okay.
in case if you you are talking about the margins, so margins are always applied by all the banks, and historically also those have been applied on your transactions. The only thing was that prior to this, probably we were not aware or the margins were not explicitly displayed somewhere. Now the margins are displayed, so margins will always be applied.
No,
Here
no,
you are getting the biggest
I'm
benefit
quite.
in terms advantage in terms of pricing.
Can I ask your name?
Sure, Sandeep.
Sandeep. Hi, Sandeep. Basically, I'm quite aware of margins because I have been a trader myself in a bank. So
Right.
basically, the thing is, it's not about the margin is applied. It's about the quantity of margin that is applied, you know. So 10, 12, 20 paisa for
Right.
investment kind of purpose, that sort of eats into quite a large part of the return that you get on your investment. So that's why
Absolutely.
the negotiation on the markup is quite important, and those negotiations
I
are
agree,
on.
sir. Sir, in that
But
case, you may add more banks, and you can, maybe negotiate better. They would be giving a competitive rate. So probably adding few more banks wherever you are having your NRE accounts or you're sending your remittances. You may add few more banks which are favorable to you, and you may then compare the margins.
okay, okay. Now, second
That
question
will
is,
mean.
Sandeep, how successful has this platform been? Because as you can clearly see that giving such a fine rate, such a close rate to the interbank rate is actually not in the interest of the bank. So, have you been able to get a lot of banks on board? I mean, are they willing to give those rates to retail customers?
Uh, Sir, there are few things. One, that this is a initiative by RBI, so all the banks in the Indian market are onboarded on this particular platform. Presently, while we are talking, there are 56 banks available on this particular platform. One, so all the customers who are having their accounts with these banks then directly come on board through these banks. Of course, the uptake is not as per the expected levels, but then there are various reasons, because this was a very new initiative. So a lot of banks initially were not ready. That angle which you are saying, the business angle, margin pricing, that was a one issue. But then apart from it, the system readiness was not there. So 6 months down the line, after which the COVID incidents happened and everything was slowed down. But now for past 1 quarter, we are seeing very good response, and there are a very good volume of trade which is happening on this particular platform. So I think this would be a next big thing in maybe 1 or 2 quarters. But only issue is that banks are not definitely not promoting, and CCL being not a business organization, we are doing all these activities as a part of customer awareness and promotion.
Right.
So ultimately, the service delivery is done from the bank's end, but we are more of a facilitator, so to say. So it is not a
Understood.
business proposition from our side primarily.
Okay, hopefully, I think things should get better as time passes and more banks come online. Thanks for your
Definitely, sir. Definitely,
responses.
it would. It would.
Okay.
Right. If we have any more queries, you may please ask your questions, or you may also uh, talk to her over the phone, or send in your queries through email. We will be happy to help you and assist you with regards to the trading on the platform. So since all the customers have taken the effort through register, we would request that everybody to start trading with the smaller amounts. And the best way to get the benefit is to if you want to do a buy or a sell over 20,000, for example, you just split the amount and take the rates for half of the amount from the bank and half of the amount you can trade on this particular platform. You'll see the difference on a real time basis, that how you're getting benefited here. So this platform is a very simple platform to use. There is no much complication as such. And once you'll start using it, it would be all the more easier for you to take it forward. So this is all from our side for today. If